Hey guys, Bryce Tubbs here, just trying to share about the common mistakes that bookkeepers make when trying to advertise their businesses and their business. Now, okay, so the most important thing, guys, is if you can start avoiding a lot of mistakes, like everything else gets a heck of a lot easier. Let me switch my camera actually so you can see me a little bit more clearly. Okay, everything gets easier when you can start avoiding so many mistakes. Okay, now generally for me when I was first getting started, I was going at things alone. And like the first 6 months, it was like I was trying to figure things out. I was moving. I was trying to punch the market in the face. I was asking people for, if I could be their accounting / bookkeeper. I was going into like businesses with like a stack of flyers, brochures. I don't have any of my old brochures now. I think I just cleaned up my office, believe it or not, a couple days ago. So I don't really have a lot of the marketing materials I used to have, like just out kind of on the ground. But if I had known a lot of this stuff 7 years ago when I first got started, it would have been a lot easier for me to make six figures. And even then, like for you guys, like if you're watching this and you want some help going and growing your business, go ahead and click on the link inside of the description below to book a call with me to see if I can help you inside of the Six Figure Firms mentorship program. But anyways, now the most important thing, guys, number one, okay, you got to understand that rejection is a part of success. Okay, most people when they're getting started, especially like most bookkeepers and accountants, they tend to hear the word no and kind of like freeze, stop, or get uncomfortable. And it oftentimes takes them like really, really long to kind of bounce back from the disappointment or from the just kind of rejection. Okay, now you guys could understand like in some cases, like a client or even a potential client will like reject you 2 or 3 times before they actually sign up with you. And if you give up after one time, you never talk to them again, like you just miss out on so many opportunities, so many clients. Like for example, like Anna Jean, when she was first selling, she got like a $10,000 cleanup as her first client in the program. And it was funny. On the same day that she sold a $10,000 cleanup, another person said no and said her price was way too expensive because she was trying to charge the person it was about like $1,100 a month, which back at the time, like $1,100 a month clients seemed so high to us. And when we were trying to like show students how to do that, and we're like, wow, it's a really big client. And it was funny because on the one hand, she just sold one for $1,000 a month. And on the other hand, the person said $1,000 a month was too high, right? So most people would be like, just kind of rejected here. But she had the celebration because it was like, cool, we just got this. But then what I told her to do specifically with this one was, hey, you got to follow up I told her every 45 days you need to follow up with the person because one, they said that was too expensive. And then we kind of asked them like, okay, so it's too expensive. Like, so what are you going to do instead? And they said, well, we have a cheaper person that can probably do it. So I'm like, oh, this is a good thing, right? Because when they go with someone cheaper, generally that person, if they're, doing $150 a month, it's probably not the best person because it's probably someone who's like new and they don't really know how to charge, right? So what happens is you follow up with them every 45 days. You just keep asking, oh, hey, how's the new bookkeeper doing? Hey, how's everything going? How's everything going good? Everything great? And then eventually they're like, no, we need your help. And not only can you charge them that original price, but you can actually charge a cleanup fee because they probably waited 3, 4, 5 months. That means they need to clean up, especially if the person who they tried to, go with instead of you isn't very good and actually screws up the books because then you can just do a cleanup, right? So it's oftentimes even better if they reject you kind of in the beginning because it's just like you just follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, right? And one of the things I always tell my students when we're first getting started is that your job is not necessarily to close clients. Your job is to be able to just stack up opportunities. For example, I'll share this with you. Why am I sharing this with you? Because I love you, right? I love you and I want what's best for you and I want for you to go and, make a good amount of money. And in some cases you might like pay for my program. I'm not saying you won't. In some cases, you might, because you might want to try and like figure this stuff out yourself. I don't know why you'd want to figure out yourself. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you got some value, please leave a like. And also, if you want some help growing your accounting and bookkeeping business, like you're tired of going through the motions, you're tired of trying to figure this thing out. if you want to go and, get the life that you want, being able to have more freedom, more flexibility, more time to travel, more time to stay with your children, more time to really just do what you want, and also make a really great living while doing it, and being in total control of your financial outlook, your financial life, and just having full financial freedom. Like, go ahead and click the link inside the description to book a call with me. On the call, we're just going to look at, hey, where are you right now? What's really holding you back? If I think it can help, I'll just outline what the process looks like, how you're going to go and reach your goal. And then if you want to work with me inside the mentorship program, we can definitely just do that. If not, no harm, no foul. At least you're going to have a lot of clarity, and you're going to know exactly what you need to do to go and grow the business. And if you're not quite ready to speak to me on the phone, like, no harm, no foul. I will see you on the next video, and hopefully you have a great rest of your evening. Talk to you soon. Take it easy.